Hey guys, what's up? It's Jax. So I'm here to bring another video to you guys today. It's going to be another serious talk video, and it's going to be a part of my one-on-one series. And they're mostly going to be how to deal with videos. Depending on what I'm doing, it's always going to kind of change, but it's going to stick around major topics that I like to deal with for milestones that you're going through, and for just kind of like getting through high school kind of situations that I've faced as well. So this is going to be coming from like my perspective and how I chose to deal with that kind of stuff. So the topic today is going to be bullying, and I guess I'll start with my story like I did the last time. I've been bullied since about grade 7. I was just new to my high school, and it was like, my high school is a 7 to 12 school, so whenever you go in, there's like a whole bunch of mixed kids, a bunch of different ages. And I think the first week that I moved there, there was these grade 12 girls, and they would just call me names behind my back. I didn't even know them, never did anything to get them to dislike me. I was a very quiet kid, and I mostly kept to myself for the whole time. And it was my 13th birthday, I believe. And the day of my 13th birthday, like, I did my makeup a little bit differently, and I just like, I did a little bit of like a rainbow palette on my eye, and it was like really nice, and I felt really good about myself that day. And just about as I was about to walk out of the school, those girls, they decided to call me a whore, and I had never done anything to them. Let me just clarify, I have never done anything to these girls. I didn't even know them, and they were just constantly, every single day they spent ways plotting to make my life worse for no apparent reason and just for fun. So what we did, first of all, was we took it to the principal, and the principal called them into the office and told them, if you want to, like, you might as well just be bullying kindergarten kids, like, seriously, go back to grade school or grow up. And that was one of their warnings, and I believe that 2 of the girls never apologized to me, but one of them did, and she said that, you know, it made her feel better, and it made her feel like she could fit into her group better because she was making fun of the same person that everybody else was in her group. So, of course I accepted her apology. You know, like, I don't like to hold grudges. I just let things roll off my back, and that was kind of the end of that. But these girls graduated, and I see them around town sometimes, and they don't even recognize me because I was so young then, compared to now, me being in grade 11 and me being 17. They don't recognize me, but you know, it just goes to show, like, your life can be so much better depending on how well you take like bad things happening in your life, and if you just brush it off your shoulders. That's kind of the way that I live, is that I want to not like get back at people for things that they do to me and the way that they treat me, but I treat them with total respect if that's the way that I want to be treated. And sometimes you might not get that back, but you, at the end of the day, you are the bigger person, and you are taking the high road while they're down here. So it's kind of a better way to look at yourself, and it makes you feel more confident. And I've never been a very confident person, to be honest, but sorry, I'm a little snotty. You know, like, it's a way to build self-confidence. And recently I just had like a kind of backstabbing attack. Didn't even know the person, and I was out of town for, I think, like 4 days, because I went on vacation to go and do a 10-kilometer race. And I heard about this like the day after. One of my friends was at a party, and like, somehow my name came up, and a guy that I've never even met, like, is sitting on a couch, and he's like, oh, well, she's a whore. And I'm like, what? Like, why would you? I've never even met you, first of all, and why would it matter what you say? Really? Like, you've gotta treat yourself the way that you want others to perceive you. And if you come off with all this self-confidence, people aren't going to want to pick on you. But even there's the odd person that does, and there's the odd person that's honestly going to be a jerk. And you've just got to take the high road and be like, and that's your opinion, like, who cares? Who honestly cares what your opinion is? You shouldn't either care what other people think of you, because if you do, you're gonna start worrying about what everybody thinks of you, and how you dress, how your hair looks, how your makeup is, if you look perfect every single day, if you're fit, if you're thin, if you're pretty. Everything is going to come crashing down on you, and this is what's gonna cause you to have panic attacks, depression, terrible things like this are all gonna start crashing down, and you're gonna feel super uncomfortable with yourself, and you're gonna lock yourself in your room, and you're not gonna talk to anybody because you don't want to be afraid of what they're judging you on. So what I would like to say to that is have complete self-confidence in yourself. Sure, people are gonna always look at you and judge you. That's the reality of life. But sometimes people aren't watching you. They're looking at themselves and worrying about what other people are thinking. This is the thing about our world. Our ideas of each other are not always gonna be perfect, or you're always wondering what the other person is thinking, but maybe that person is going through the exact same thing that you're going. You gotta realize that these people are feeling judged, and they're also feeling low on self-esteem, and they're always worrying about pleasing other people. Not everybody is always looking at what you're doing, but sometimes people do, and when they decide to speak up and say something and be a jerk about what you look like, if you have that self-confidence about yourself, you are going to be the one that's going to turn around and say, and why do I care what you think? If I'm perfectly happy with myself, why should I change my self-image for what you like? So I really hope that you guys liked this video this week. If you did, please press the like button down below and the subscribe button wherever it is right now. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, feel free to contact me either in the comments below or also on my channel, where you can private message me. And I hope you guys have a really beautiful week, and I hope that this kind of helps some of you out. I know that some people are really struggling right now, and this is kind of the time of year when a lot of problems tend to pop up for me as well. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys lots.